Smartphones are one thing that we use every day now. We are all used to seeing the boxier-looking phones with glass front and back, while most common phones used by everyone are almost identical these days. Welcome to a brand new episode of TechWize, where we will show you 10 unusual smartphones that will blow your mind. Caviar Cyberphone. The custom phone maker company Caviar is known for customizing the iPhone in a very unusual and sleek way. And this time they launched the Caviar iPhone 11 Pro Max based on Tesla's Cybertruck. This thing is huge. It's basically an iPhone 11 Pro Max with a big titanium case attached to it. The Cyberphone drops the matte glass body of the regular iPhone 11 Pro in favor of a brushed titanium body. The design shows sharp-looking lines that mimic the geometry of the Cybertruck. Even the sides are covered in metal, and the screen is protected by a folding titanium panel that can transform into a holder. According to Caviar, this design enhances the smartphone's functionality. The Caviar iPhone 11 Pro Cyberphone starts at $5,990 for the base end of 64GB storage model and goes up to $6,700 for the top end of 512GB variant. If you are really moved by how the Cyberphone looks and have that kind of money to splurge, you can buy the handset on Caviar's website. However, please note these are made in very limited quantities. Nubia Alpha. Foldable phones are cool because they can fit a larger screen in your pocket. But what if the phone doesn't have to go in the pocket at all? What if you could fold it around your wrist and wear it like a bracelet? Yes. ZTE's Nubia brand has made that a reality with the Nubia Alpha. This is a smartwatch with a 4-inch flexible OLED screen, produced in a collaboration with Visionox. Since it aims for a watch form factor, the screen is relatively narrow and quite tall. But this is a phone too. The eSIM version of this device has voice calling and 4G LTE connectivity. The other version of this foldable smartwatch connects to your phone over Bluetooth and to the internet over Wi-Fi. The phone is built out of stainless steel. The display is coated in heat-resistant polyamide. The gold version of the smartphone is plated with 18-karat gold, and both versions are water-resistant. CAT S60. America's construction machinery maker Caterpillar, widely known as CAT, has launched its rugged smartphone, the S60, in India. The phone was initially launched at the Mobile World Congress 2016, which was held in Barcelona almost few years ago. The main highlight of the CAT S60 is its thermal micro camera module with 13-megapixel sensor and dual LED flash on the rear. According to the company, the thermal camera would help users to detect heat loss around their surroundings. It actually visualizes heat that cannot be seen with naked eye. It can also pick up heat and measure surface temperature up to a distance of 30 meters and even see through objects like smoke. The phone comes with IP68 certification that makes it waterproof up to a depth of 5 meters for an hour. Not just water, but the smartphone is also rust-proof and shockproof too. On top of everything, it also has a dedicated SOS button which, when pressed, sends your location details to selected contacts. Royole FlexPi 2. Royole was the first company to launch world's first foldable smartphone, even before Samsung, Huawei, and Motorola. However, the final product wasn't a very good one and felt more prototype than consumer device, both in terms of hardware and software. This time they launched Royole FlexPi 2 and claims to fix all the flaws the original one had. The Shenzhen-based company claims that the new display panel has a bend radius of 1 mm, down from 3 mm radius on its predecessor. However, it can still last for over 200,000 bends. Royole announced that it had used its proprietary OLED technology that eliminates the layer peeling effect that can be noticed on other foldable display panels. It also has an upgraded performance through the top-of-the-line Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chip. The phone's price is yet to be revealed. However, it is likely to be in line with the price of the first-generation Royole FlexPi that was set to reach global markets at around $1,600. Energizer Power Max P18K Pop. We never anticipated a company being wild enough to build a phone with an 18,000 mAh battery. But here we are, in awe of the mighty girth of the Energizer Power Max P18K Pop. France's Avenir Telecom licenses the Energizer brand, and it makes the most of it with devices that push the boundaries of specs and sanity. This dark blue unit measures in at 18 mm of thickness, according to Avenir's spec sheet, but stacking it side by side with a more conventional smartphone, we'd say a more accurate articulation of its thickness would be about 4 iPhones. The phone features 6.2-inch LCD display, which is not really that terrible. It has minimal bezels and no notches or cutouts, and would be something you'd be happy to use, but this phone is immense. You might think this would be a great gaming phone with this beast of a battery, but to be honest, the performance does not live up to the mark. The camera is also average. However, we hope they come up with a better version next time. Light Phone 2. This is one of the minimalistic phones available right now. This is the phone that actually respects you. The Light Phone is designed to give you back some of your time and attention. It's incompatible with apps that have anything resembling a feed such as email, social media, YouTube, you get the idea. What you can do with it is what some would argue is all you need to do. Receive and make text messages and calls from your imported contacts, use a calculator, set alarms, and use it as a hotspot. The company is developing tools to enable users to play music or hail a cab. While partially disconnecting you from your digital world and its distractions, it can help you simplify your life. Imagine a life without push notifications, invasive ads, and constant headlines. It's like a mental detox. However, it can still be used as a secondary device if you want to balance out your desire to be present with your need to update your social accounts. We'd love to see this phone with better looking aesthetics in next version, don't you agree? FX Tech Pro 1. QWERTY lovers who miss the BlackBerry phones can rejoice in the launch of this new smartphone. Where most new models are looking to miniaturize and fold down to half the size, this full-sized Android smartphone instead opens up to reveal a miniature physical keyboard. It feels like a standard 6-inch smartphone, but a bit thicker and heavier. QWERTY tapping road warriors have been looking for a good device for years, and this FX Tech Pro 1 seems very promising to satisfy their needs. Meanwhile, the touchscreen means that you can use the phone like an ordinary Android smartphone with a virtual keyboard too. The best of both worlds. The device runs on Android Pie 9 and also features specs like any other Android smartphones available on the market. This phone is a niche nostalgic device, but there must be enough keyboard lovers out there to give it a market. Asus ROG Phone 2. The ROG Phone 2 is a powerful mobile gaming device that doubles up as a smartphone. You can actually use it as a regular smartphone to make calls and use the internet when you're not playing games on it. And that's not all. You can also send messages from it. Alright. This is indeed a smartphone, but what I'm trying to convey is that this phone is primarily meant for heavy mobile gaming. It's powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus, which is an overclocked variant that gives the original chipset some extra juice to drive higher performance. The phone starts with a base RAM variant of 8 GB and goes all the way up to 12 GB on the top-end model. It starts with 128 GB of internal storage and goes all the way to 1 TB in the Ultimate Edition. Loaded with a monster 6000 mAh battery, it comes equipped with fast charging that charges the battery in a couple of hours. And then there's the absolutely stunning 120Hz AMOLED display that Asus claims has a 240Hz touch response to ensure none of your taps or swipes are missed. Blackvue BV9800 Pro. It is a smartphone with a twist. It is the first mobile outside of the Cat smartphone family that comes with a thermal camera. There is not much to be said about the BV9800 Pro when it comes to its design. It is a variation on a theme that we've seen countless times before. A rugged smartphone with a metal frame, round reinforced edges and plenty of textured rubber plastic to protect from shocks and improve grip. There's a 16-megapixel front-facing camera shaped as a raindrop and a 48-megapixel one at the back, which is teamed up with the FLIR lepton sensor and a 5-megapixel sensor to assist the former. As a smartphone, it is a very decent mainstream mid-ranger with a few highlights like the 48-megapixel Sony camera, IR blaster, a massive battery push-to-talk and wireless charging. All in all, the BV9800 Pro is a fantastic smartphone that shows how far Chinese rugged device manufacturers have achieved over the past 4 years. So much so that this smartphone is a worthy recipient of our Best-in-Class award. Xanko S Pen. At first glance, you may think this is some sort of a mini karaoke mic, but it's not. It also looks like a remote control, but it really is a stylus pen that does many things. The Xanko S Pen is a phone, a voice recorder, Bluetooth, and a stylus pen in one. It can be an ultimate gadget in many ways, although we doubt it can ever replace your smartphone today. This small device is portable so you can bring it anywhere. The Xanko S Pen is just the size of a pen with a compact design. It also works as a laser pointer or just about anything you want it to be. Mainly, it can be your phone's best buddy in offering you features and convenience you really need. The Xanko S Pen is described as a handy multi-feature smartphone that allows you to do basic phone features like calling, messaging, taking photo, and playing music. It works with Bluetooth devices so you can listen to music or take calls even when outdoors. So, which one of these unusual smartphones were your favorite? Would you really buy any of these phones? Let us know in the comments section below. And please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about more fun tech related videos. See you in the next one.